Hey guys, welcome to Cooking with Belle Tribe TV. Welcome back if you've seen the videos before. If you're new, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the Belle Tribe. In today's video, I'm going to be making air fryer chicken in a biscuit with honey butter. So stay tuned. So what we're gonna do is start off with the biscuits today. And what you're gonna need to make the biscuits is 2 cups of flour. I have all-purpose flour. You can use a self-rising flour, which will make things easier, but I'm using what I have at home. 1 1/4 cup or 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And this is just my extra flour that I'm gonna use when I roll out the biscuits. You're gonna need a cutter, a biscuit cutter. You're gonna need 1 stick of very, very cold butter. That's why you don't see it here, because I have it in the fridge. And you're also gonna need 1 cup of very, very, very cold buttermilk. You don't see it here because I have it in the fridge still. All right, let's get started. Okay, I went ahead and brought out my buttermilk and my butter. And I was also told if you do not have buttermilk, a way that you can make buttermilk is just take some regular whole milk and put lemon juice in it. I had no idea. But so if you don't have any buttermilk, that's how you can do it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix all of my dry ingredients in with the flour, and then I'm going to add the butter. And when you add the butter, you have to squeeze all the butter into the flour with your hands. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Okay guys, so I overdid it with my butter in the freezer. So it's a little bit too hard for me to crush with my fingers. So I'm gonna put majority of the flour and all of the butter in my little Ninja here, and we're gonna pulse it and break it down. Which, I don't know why I didn't do this in the first place. This is what I should have done from the jump. I will for sure get bits of butter in every piece of the biscuit by doing it this way. So we're gonna mix all that back. So all of the butter is completely combined with the flour. So it looks a little coarse. Just like that. Clean up my spots. Now I'm going to create a small well in the center of the flour. And we're going to pour that super cold buttermilk inside. You want to make sure that you're very gentle with the dough. You don't want any super hard, dense biscuits that you're biting into. You want soft, fluffy, flaky, buttery. So you have to be very gentle with your dough. I can't even get the word out. Okay, now once you feel like all of your dough or all of your flour is combined with the liquid, we can throw some flour down on the counter. I'm gonna dry it off a little bit because I just wiped it. Put a little bit of that extra flour down. You also want to put some on your rolling pin. Now you want to throw. So here I'm just gathering all my dough together so that I can form a slight ball. You don't want to work with your dough too much. You want to be very gentle with it. And right here I am rolling it out and folding it, rolling it out and folding it. Now what this does is that it creates layers in your biscuits. It creates those flaky, buttery layers. I probably did it about 5 or 10 times before, 5 to 7 times before I actually rolled it out for the biscuits to be cut. And when I rolled it out into about a 1/2 of an inch thick because these biscuits will rise. So a 1/2 of an inch thick is about good. After cutting out all of your biscuits, you still want to make sure that you're gentle with the dough and you don't do too much kneading or rolling of the dough. Just the right amount so that you can cut out more biscuits. Now this amount of dough made about 8 or 9 biscuits. And then after we've gotten all of the biscuits in the pan, I go in with a little bit more butter because I'm just extra like that. And into the oven they go. If y'all are paying any attention, you can see that there are 2 extra biscuits in the pan. I actually did this recording a second time and it turned out a little bit better and I made a second batch of biscuits. So that's why you see 2 extras. So the biscuits are out of the oven and here I'm just adding more butter to the biscuits. And I just want to say, because I don't think I mentioned this later on in the video when I started working with the chicken, but I bought some pre-thinly sliced chicken breasts. If you can't find thinly sliced chicken breast, you can take a whole chicken and just use a mallet or slice it in half yourself and then use a mallet. Okay. And you will have some nice sized chicken breasts to use for this dish. All done. Let me just show them to you real quick. I put the ugly ones on the bottom and I put the cute ones on the top. But these are the biscuits. Look at how layered and flaky they are. Okay, so since the biscuits are all done, what we're gonna do is we're gonna bread the chicken. Now I have this chicken that has been marinating for about an hour at room temperature in buttermilk. I can't even talk. Okay, but what I have in this buttermilk is smoked paprika, garlic salt, Lawry's garlic salt with parsley flakes, and garlic powder. That's all that I have in here. And for the breading, I have, these are actually croutons that I grated up in my Ninja with some seasoning. I think that's the key to having crispy air fryer chicken or air fryer anything. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is bread this chicken and I'm gonna place it here on this wire rack and I'm gonna let it sit there for about 10 minutes. Okay, so we have let the 10 minutes gone by. So now we're gonna pick up our chicken and we're gonna place it gently in the air fryer. We don't want any of the breading or flakiness to fall off of the chicken. And there goes my son yelling. Okay, so just to make sure we get that crispiness on that chicken, I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of olive oil on top. Chicken, 400 degrees for 15 minutes. We always check before the time ends, but it depends on the device you have. So what we're doing here is we're putting 2 tablespoons of butter in the saucepan along with 3 tablespoons of honey, any honey of your choice, and this will make the honey butter. Now here is our completed honey butter. That is about 3 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of butter, right there. Okay, midway through, I do flip the chicken over. So this is the chicken flipped over. We're gonna let it cook on this side for another about 8 minutes, and then it'll be all complete. So our chicken is fresh out of the air fryer. Look, it's crispy. See that? Okay, we're just gonna set that there. And then I'm just gonna take this biscuit and I'm just gonna show you these layers in this biscuit. See that? Now let's just break that biscuit. Let's break that biscuit right on open. There's the inside of the biscuit, okay? So I'm just gonna move this off to the side. Here is the honey butter. We're gonna take this honey butter and we're gonna put a little bit on the biscuit, both sides, just like that. We're gonna take the piece of chicken. Here is my air fryer fried chicken in a biscuit with honey butter glaze. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.